Alright, when last we left off, we were at a point where we needed to get ourselves a bit stronger, sharpen up our weapon, because the next boss is not necessarily difficult, but is still a problem for people with very, very low health. And if you have low health, a good way to overcome that in these games is to have a very sharp weapon. Because if an enemy has less time to kill you, they are less likely to kill you. First I'm going to grab... I have accumulated 10,000 blood echoes to purchase the Hunter Chief Emblem. The Hunter Chief Emblem is a really, really important thing for right now, because it opens the way to the next boss. We're not going directly to the next boss, but what we are going to do is we're gonna rob some fuckers blind.
Let's rob some blind people.
We're gonna loot. To aid my looting, I have this 40 of Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee that I acquired from Grocery Outlet.
Oh no!
It's a 40 of Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. I love that this exists.
Those blind people will never see us coming.
They will never see us coming. Alright, so we got the Hunter Chief Emblem now. And with the Hunter Chief Emblem, what we are going to do is we are going to unlock the gate.
Oh, by the way, I
did
recently see an out-of-context clip of the new Daredevil, and it was really cool.
I am very excited about the new Daredevil, and I will be watching it as soon as I am through with these Godzilla reviews.
Do you want to hear the out-of-context clip?
No.
I don't have the context for it either, okay.
Not really. I'm just gonna, like, house it. I'm probably gonna hear enough,
Fair enough, yeah.
spoilery stuff already, and I have heard enough spoilery stuff already, and I understood that that's just the thing that's gonna happen. Thanks for coming by, whoever. We are teaching some Bloodborne.
Yes, and
I went out the wrong
the new season
gate
of the Daredevil show.
Yep, and I am avoiding talking about the new season of Daredevil because I love Daredevil Born Again, and I'm really excited for the second one. I actually think
Daredevil guy in general, right?
I am a Daredevil guy in general. I'm not a hardcore Daredevil guy, but I am a Daredevil guy. I appreciate Matt Murdock, and I understand a lot of where he's coming from. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to unlock a gate. Unlocking this gate has a lot of consequences and a lot of treasure, and it's going to make things a lot easier for the next couple of bosses because again we can walk around looting. We don't need to fight Vicar Amelia right away, and I actually don't advise fighting Vicar Amelia right away because if you've got very low health, Vicar Amelia can 1 or 2 shot you, and even if you do have like good footwork, the best ways to hit Vicar Amelia, the way to hit Vicar Amelia is head on. So
directly to the forehead.
You're gonna take some strays. Oh, a lot of the time, yes. Other times, you want to go for her. Arm.
So in other words, Vicar Amelia is someone where our approach should be less Daredevil and more Moon Knight.
Yes, actually, yeah, Vicar Amelia is a Moon Knight kind of fight. You have to be excessively quick and close and brutal.
And if she stabs you, that's for later Mark's problem. That's later Mark's problem, not current Mark's problem.
No, exactly. That is later Mark's problem. Yes.
And the multiple personalities makes that a literal thing he has to deal with.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. No, I love me some Moon Knight. But we are not just going to talk about Marvel today.
Oh no,
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I am psyched about Born Again. Born Again Season 1 was amazing. I loved Wonder Man Season 1.
Oh, really? I'll check that out then.
Yeah, yeah, some great Ben Kingsley.
I do love me some good Ben Kingsley.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some of the potent new upgrade material.
So, you kind of just walked past that fucking giant man there.
Ah, yes, he's gigantic. He is to be walked past. And this Mind Flayer, also, you walk past that guy for right now. Well, or you let him kill you after you've jacked his shit, because you've already jacked his shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you get killed if you've already taken the stuff you were trying to grab. I highly recommend this strategy. You see something you like, you see something you need, go for it. Run past the creature and grab it, even if it nails you once. This is a Souls game. Who cares if you fucking die, unless you're carrying around a bunch of souls.
Interesting. I didn't know that about Souls games. So your you don't lose things from your inventory because of deaths.
No, you do not.
That's
you just
really
lose money.
I didn't know that. That's really interesting. That's actually fucking fascinating.
Yeah, no, it's not a roguelike.
Well, I know, but I wouldn't call that a roguelike quality.
Oh no, that is a roguelike quality. There are no other games where you lose like items.
No, I mean,
or like a platformer and something. Yeah, like NES and SNES games. Yeah.
Like, in another game, if you picked up an item and then died before you saved, you would still lose the item. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I guess you would. Now that I think about it, you're right. Forget. How do I get up there?
So your inventory exists outside of the cycle of
life. I remember now, yeah. Yes. Your inventory exists outside of the cycle of life and death because you exist outside the cycle of life and death.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
And these items are on your person. No shoot, no shoot, no shoot! No shoot, no shoot, no shoot! Up the ladder, up the ladder, up the ladder! No shoot, no shoot, no shoot! Yeah, we did it! You might not believe this, but this is what optimal performance looks like sometimes. It ain't pretty, but hunters ain't pretty. Hunting ain't pretty. You do what you gotta do.
And in most other games, like, if you died right after getting an item, you have to go back and get it again.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting, you don't have to do that here.
Really? You won't let me bullseye the dog, then? Well, Geronimo. Gate's open. So yeah, so then you drop down from there. And now the gate's open. Now.
I think it's really funny.
You do some more cowardly running.
I think it's really funny that because, like, a group of, like, 19-year-old, like, Air Force guys watched a documentary the night before they had to paratroop into enemy lines, that because of that we now say a famous Native American's name whenever we jump off of something.
Yeah, that is kind of funny. You're right. That's weird. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, because that's what happened, is that there were a group of paratroopers who had watched a documentary about Geronimo the night before, and they were so moved by his story that they decided to dedicate their jump to him. So they shouted his name as they jumped out the plane.
Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. It was
so these guys, you kill them, these guys always have upgrade materials, and so killing them is tantamount. I mean, it's paramount. Yeah, sometimes, no matter what position they are in, prioritize killing them, even if it means you are going to die. Death is Sometimes death can be a stone cold groove. You're fine. Okay, that time I got caught by those guys before I hit one, that's okay. Basically, we want to be in optimal position to kill those guys for their precious upgrade materials. It's
those
ugly.
Slow-looking motherfuckers.
Those slow, yeah, the executioners, yeah, the same ones we encountered out on the street.
I don't know what a slode is, but that's what I always imagine they look like. I'm talking about the thing that they mentioned in Ghostbusters.
Oh, a slore. That's a slore, not a slode.
Oh, okay.
No, you would never believe it. You would never believe a slore could do that. Yep. No, it's a slore. But yeah, a slore is probably some sort of disgusting mass of stuff. I always figured it'd be more spaghetti-ish.
Oh no, a slode is a thing. It's a thing from Elder Scrolls. It's and they look kind of like that. They're like little gross Jabba the Hutt monsters.
Oh, okay.
And in my head, when I first played the game and got to the slode, I was like, isn't that the thing from Ghostbusters? And so that's why I have that mental association.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But nope, the word they used is slore. God, I can't imagine how many times Rick Moranis had to memorize that. Had to memorize that thing, because there's so much like gibberish in it, and that's like the hardest. That's the hardest dialogue to memorize. Is like to get a specific piece of something that is incoherent to you. That's a really hard thing to remember.
Honestly,
and now I am hunting for some of these, some of the little dudes who have upgrade materials on them.
So you're not going after the Jabba the Hutt motherfuckers.
I am not. I don't need to. So I'm going in here, and those guys are timed. If they disappear, what you do is you exit game, and you start over from the menu. Hey, thanks for coming by, whoever. Because then they will respawn, and you will be at an advantageous point to go and grab the other one. These Twin Bloods are very precious at this point in the game. And they are the next step to upgrade. They're the next step to upgrading your weapon from level 3 to level 4, and that is a huge, huge upgrade because you begin to get more. You begin to get more gem slots as your weapon gets more upgraded. So it's really crucial to work your way towards getting that last slot in. When that last slot's in, your weapon is nearing its full potential. After that, it's just like it's damage and scaling. Also, as your weapon upgrades, the scaling increases as well. So, like, you get higher benefits from your attribute points. Okay. Nice. Can't believe I got away with that. There was no reason for that to happen. But it appears I have escaped successfully. Other than from this guy, who I don't advise fighting, this thing might just end up killing me anyway and taking back the souls I was so proud to have reacquired, and that's okay. They're only 800 echoes. I've had more. I will have more. It's not bad. But now what I have to do is I need to kill church guards until I have enough echoes to pay for the next weapon upgrade from the Twin Blood shards I just acquired. And that's not going to be hard because that's like 500. 5 or 600 echoes. So it's like, it's nothing.
You know, it's a movie I often think about. You ever see that 90s movie Rocket Man?
Yes. With Harland Williams?
Yeah, Harland Williams. In my head, he's not Paul Rubens.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. There's another Southern comic who he's also not, and I'm trying to remember who that other Southern comic who's like just like Harlan Williams is. It's Anthony something. He had a sitcom called Boston Common.
Oh, it sounds so vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it was on, I believe, After News Radio briefly. WZLX had a radio station contest for a Boston anthem to be the new theme song for Boston Common. The winner was a song called Chowda, but they decided not to use that and took the second place instead, a song called Boston Town, which actually is a objectively worse sitcom theme song than Chowda, whose chorus was the amazing "Say it louder, Chowda." As a Boston anthem, that's awesome.
Yeah, so the man you were thinking of is Anthony Clark?
Yes, I am thinking of Anthony Clark.
And yeah, he does look like, he does look like sort of the store brand Harlan Williams.
He does, and he's not. He's a slightly handsomer and more conventional Harlan Williams, so they got him on a sitcom. Harlan Williams is a really weird stand-up and an amazing stand-up. His Comedy Central special presence was awesome.
Oh, he's very funny. I just can never remember his name, because when I was a kid, I always thought he was Paul Rubens.
Ah, yeah. So Rocket Man's the movie in which Harlan Williams is an astronaut.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a bit. I
have nothing directly against that.
Yeah, no, but there's a bit in it where he's talking to a chimpanzee, and he just says, "Tales old as time, Ulysses," and then proceeds to say a very specific thing that only happened to him.
Yeah.
And I think about that very often.
Yeah. No, half of what I say and half of the things I describe that happen in my life are the exact sort of tone deaf that you're describing in that scene. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no time, Ulysses. Boy meets girl. Boy follows girl to Mars. Boy and girl fall in love.
Now we're gonna do some more gunning it.
Nice.
We're gonna be doing a lot of gunning it because this is an arcane playthrough. We're Bergenworth scholars. We're nerds. We're basically caster trash. So we have to learn to move like caster trash. And to move like caster trash, you move in the opposite direction of conflict of any kind, as fast as humanly possible, vaulting directly over it sometimes. Oh. At an astonishing rate. You will frequently have a conga line of assholes behind you, ready to kill you at all times. But iframes! Iframed! Remember iframes, when you're opening a door, you are invincible. Nothing can stop you while you're opening a door, so you get to the lantern like you're fucking Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman is directly behind you, because he is. In the form of those two horrible dogs. There will be more of those horrible dogs where I come out. But we're, of course, going to be running the fuck past them. This is basically, this is running lessons. So you might want to, if you're watching this and you're learning from this, slow this down and watch these a couple of times, because you want to see the route, and you want to not make mistakes on your route. Because making mistakes on your route is how you get killed, or have to actually fight some of these assholes. You will fight some of these assholes, don't get me wrong, but, you don't want to fight too many of them. Because we are tasty, and we are small. We are low level. We are new to the hunt. And our weapons need upgrading. These guys take 3 hits. 3! Oh, that's 2. Never mind, these guys take... No, it's 3. If you hit him from the wrong corner with your cleaver. Oddly enough, Soulsborne games accommodate the geography of the weapon. I mean, the geometry of the weapon you are swinging. So sometimes you'll hit something, like, with the direct edge of your blade, and sometimes you'll hit something virtually with the haft. And a direct connection with the tip.
No, I absolutely like that. I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, no, it's awesome. It is awesome, and like it's a thing that not a lot of people know about these games. And we got some Twin Bloods. And what do we do with these Twin Bloods? We flee and we cash them in to upgrade our weapon now that we have 5 of them. We can get our weapon up to +5. At +5, this thing is going to kill witches faster. And that's going to be handy. You want to kill witches faster.
I mean, not in my experience, in my day-to-day life.
I mean, well, it depends how you feel about witches. Like, if you're trying to kill them slow to make them suffer, that's more time for them to hex your ass. Don't do that.
I mean, but what if they're, like, a cute, busky goth chick with, like...
Well, don't kill them. Don't kill them at all.
Okay. Okay,
yeah.
Because that's...
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying kill them. If you gotta kill them fast.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't gotta kill them. Particularly if they're cute, busty goth chicks.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do my best.
Most of the witches I've ever met, so...
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, there are elders as well. There are serious people. There are...
See, again, that I've met, personally.
A lot of hippies. Yeah, you're in, you're in Massachusetts, not Vermont or Portland. So, yeah, the witches are more frequently, goth than hippie, or corporate. We're gonna get that. Now, okay, now we have 2,700 echoes. And believe it or not, we're going back again. Because we want some health. Because we are about to do something very, very dangerous. This is going to be comically dangerous. Okay, so there's some entertainment value here, and you're going to have fun while you're doing this. Other tutorials will tell you, isolate them and kill them one by one using guerrilla warfare tactics. Nah, that's no. What's the fun in that? I mean, you're just kind of you're just simulating stuff there. Nah.
May you find your work.
What you need to do is you need to accumulate a giant conga line of assholes behind you. The larger the number of guys you've aggroed for fun, the better. The more entertaining these runs will be, because like there are times where the arcane build run is going to be a slog because like it is just hungrier for stats. Things are balanced in such a way that you need to accumulate some strength to carry the best arcane weapon in this game. The second best arcane weapon in this game is the weapon I am carrying now, the Saw Spear. The best arcane weapon in this game is a secret, and we're going to see it later. And carries great gravitas with it. But these guys, we are actually going to kill these witches down here. And we were going to kill them with guerrilla warfare and actual thinking and strategy. Because that's just the best way to play this one. Gunning it past these guys is just less productive overall. But we go around here, though. You find the one who's trying to ambush us over here. Up here? Is up here the ambush? No. Oh, a madman's knowledge. That's good. Those will come in handy. Insight can be used to purchase things. One of these things that can be used to purchase late in the game is for people who are curious about multiple weapons, something that's a real blessing. Oh, whoops. No, we don't have that. We obviously don't have the elevator yet. I made a mistake there. But it did get me an insight, and there were no consequences. Nothing additional was aggroed, so no harm.
I believe you mentioned to me once that it's standard in Souls games that if you clear an area 12 times, it then stays cleared after that. Is that true?
That's in Dark Souls 2 only.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That if you kill a monster 12 times, it doesn't respawn.
Gotcha.
Which is why you don't want me doing a Dark Souls 2 teach, because you would you would not like to watch it.
You'd basically wipe out the map.
I would it would basically be watching me like just genociding knights for ridiculous amounts of time.
And then just like once you get to the final area of the game, if you walk back to the earlier stages of the game, they just be completely empty.
Yes. I mean that ended up happening in my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough.
Honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I think I would like to see that.
You would like to see me you would like to see me kill the entire Dark Souls 2 universe?
Yeah! Hell yeah! Fuck yeah!
Okay, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could maybe we could kill maybe we could kill everything in Dark Souls 2.
12 times.
I can do it 12 times! 12 times a day, man, playthrough. Finally, celebrating the legacy of 12 times a day, man.
That's why I call him Mr. 5. My favorite thing about Tough Guys Don't Dance is the fact that Norman Mailer wrote Italian in the scripts, and, like, in his mind, that meant a tough chick from New Jersey, and the casting director saw Italian and cast Isabella Rossellini. And so you got Isabella Rossellini reciting dialogue written for a tough chick from New Jersey, but in her Isabella Rossellini-ness. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I've got to see that. That actually sounds incredibly hot.
You've never seen Tough Guys Don't Dance? Oh,
no, I have not seen Tough Guys Don't Dance. I try to avoid things that have to do with Norman Mailer.
I mean, that's fair. But
I kind of like... I have a very complicated relationship with all of those macho East Coast lit-fic guys from the 60s and 70s. I have a very complicated relationship with them. Updike in particular, like, my mom knew John Updike.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she had nothing nice to say about John Updike. Other than that Witches of Eastwick was amazing. The book, yes. and the book and the film alike are fucking fantastic, and I agree with that.
But I would strongly suggest Tough Guys Don't Dance because it is a great bad movie.
Yeah.
It is a great example of a beautifully cheesy movie, and it is filmed in and set in P-Town. So there's a lot of, if you're from New England, it's like, oh wow, they filmed this really insane, stupid movie in a place I've been to. That's crazy.
Oh, nice. Speaking of New England. Liquid New England.
Yeah. So me and my friend Max were discussing, what if each state had one fast food restaurant. So that fast food restaurant was only found in that state. And all of the locations for it all around the country had to move to that state. And obviously, all other fast food restaurants would have to vacate that state and go to their state, you know? And so obviously we would get Massachusetts get Dunkies, no question. Yeah.
Portland's answer is actually kind of dull. And local in that we have Burgerville. And I gotta admit, Burgerville, while overpriced, is real good. It's just like, we got local natural stuff from Oregon. We got hazelnut milkshakes. Well, that's not how Oregonians talk. But it's that sort of thing. It's like, just, you know, wholesome local ingredients. And wholesome local ingredients are fucking good.
Obviously, Seattle would get Starbucks.
Yep, Seattle would get Starbucks. Although, actually, I bet they would prefer not to have it.
Tough shit.
Yeah, no, Seattle would definitely... No, I know. But Seattle actually has at best a contentious relationship with Starbucks now. All right, and I got 6,000 runes and 6,000 echoes, and just unlocked an elevator. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna bank that shit, and we're gonna make ourselves capable of taking some bigger hits.
Nice. And yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get more durable.
California would get McDonald's.
California would get In-N-Out.
Think so?
Yeah, of course. That's where In-N-Out comes from. And California is not from McDonald's. McDonald's isn't from California. Ray Kroc came from Illinois.
No, McDonald's is from California. Not like the original McDonald's restaurant was founded in California.
Okay, fine, but still, Ray Kroc changed McDonald's to the point at which, like, it is Ray Kroc's baby. And
that's true.
He's a Midwesterner. And used and made a Midwestern style restaurant. In-N-Out, on the other hand, is the most iconic West Coast cheeseburger ever in existence. Whether you like it or not, and actually I think In-N-Out is just like, it just tastes like a modestly good diner, and that's a lot for a fast food restaurant to taste like. And their prices are good, and their prices are good, they're speedy, and they're courteous. In-N-Out is a good experience. But yeah, I would definitely say that California in that case would have In-N-Out.
Okay. Where does Jack in the Box go then?
I would say to hell. I don't actually know where Jack in the Box opened up. The ability to acquire almost flavorless tacos, I do admire them for. And I do like those almost flavorless tacos. They're the least they make Taco Bell seem positively authentic.
Taco Bell, Florida, by the way. No question, Taco Bell, Florida.
Oh yeah, Taco Bell is Florida. Even if I don't know where Taco Bell came from, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Taco Bell, Florida. Chick-fil-A, Alabama, definitely.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Oh, I need 89 more echoes?
Good hunter.
Okay, hold on. I gotta hassle a guy. Hey, thanks for coming by. We are acquiring some vigor, and we are robbing the Witch of Hemwick, and killing the Witch of Hemwick. And then we're gonna take on the Bloodstarved Beast, believe it or not. This feels like a sequence break, but, a quick Bloodstarved Beast fight is a good Bloodstarved Beast fight, in my opinion. I'm not talking over leveling or nothing. I'm just talking, like, a good sharp saw spear. A good sharp saw spear is the crux of all of this. And we're going to mold our saw spear into a weapon that will potentially humiliate Vicar Amelia. And we want to humiliate Vicar Amelia, because Vicar Amelia is kind of out of pocket. I might actually, I might actually just go cash these in and see how I fare against Vicar Amelia to calibrate how long I have before I, can take out Vicar Amelia. So we're gonna do a run up to Vicar Amelia, and you're about to see Vicar Amelia. So, I don't know if you remember this particular boss or whatever, but, can you guess what Vicar Amelia looks like? If you don't know already.
I'm guessing she probably looks like some kind of, like, priest or nun.
Okay. Yeah, so she's a priest or nun.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly, I'm not from a church where we use the term vicar, so I'm not really sure, where it would be inappropriate to use it. But,
yeah.
I'm like maybe like a nun. Yeah, like a nun is sort of what I'm imagining.
Okay, so like a nun who's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you say Vicar Amelia, what I specifically imagine is a nun who was sent to a quaint village in the English countryside to be the vicar at their local church, and then, she, like, becomes the gossip of the town and solves murder mysteries or something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see the Vicar Amelia mysteries happening. Oh my god, I would totally watch the Vicar Amelia mysteries.
I'm assuming this Vicar of Amelia has been tainted by bad blood and is, like, all freaky now.
You could assume that.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. It miit not be what you expect to see. Or it might be exactly what you're expecting.
I'm expecting one of two things. I'm expecting either like a 25-foot tall mess of like hair and viscera and bone and limbs, or just like a tit ninja, like a sexy lady tit ninja. One of those two. Maybe one then the other. Possibly one then the other. Like is it in the multiple forms thing,
Iframes. Remember your iframes. If you're scared, go open a door. Is a song we sing in Bloodborne. If you're scared, go open a door. Is a song we sing in Bloodborne. That's a song. That's an old Hunter song. Because you get iframes while you're opening a door. So if we're scared, we open a door. All right. So now I'm up here seeing Vicar Amelia.
All right. We see. Okay, I'm getting nun vibes. This seems very vaguely nunnish.
She is very nunnish.
I bet she's gonna explode into, like, a mess of limbs and viscera, though. That's my guess. Oh, yeah.
Actually, you're sort of close, but you're wrong in that you missed one really, really important thing that Vicar Amelia is.
Oh, she's like a werewolf mummy. It's the werewolf mummy.
She's another weird dog.
Oh yeah, it's like the fucked up pelt.
She's like an Afghan hound.
She looks like a super fucked up Falcor.
Yeah, Afghan hound, Pyrenees, yeah.
Falcor, the luck dragon.
Nope. Oof. Oh, dodged into that, not out of that. Oops. But okay, I'm actually thinking... Oh, the damage is good. The survivability, I've honestly just gotta do the footwork a bit. So I'm gonna try her 2 or 3 more times, and then if that doesn't work out, I am going to move back to Henwick Chartle Lane and stealing from witches.
Stealing from witches and fighting...
And climbing in the back of their Dragula!
Stealing from witches and fighting the bigger. Yeah, that works. That works.
In the back of their Dragula. They always want us to ride in the back of their Dragula. And I mean, sometimes it's tempting. There are times when I was lonesome and I found some comfort there, as Paul Simon said in The Boxer.
I think that World of Darkness should absolutely make a drag racing supplement for Vampire the Masquerade. Entirely inspired by the Rob Zombie song Dragula.
It should just be Dragula.
Yeah, it's just like, there's one place known as the Dragula, where vampires of all sects come together to race.
Oh man, that could actually be the sequel to Frankenpunk. I would just have to rename Dragula. Oh, I'd lose the Dragula joke, unfortunately. But, I mean, maybe it's a meta Dragula joke.
Yeah.
But I think that could be kind of funny, because the Frankenpunk thing is, like, the thing I'm working on is punk rock Frankenstein monsters in 1979 England.
Nice! Sounds fun.
The goal of each session of Frankenpunk is to write a song that appears on German television.
I just realized something. I ran a WAD campaign that was almost identical to that in all ways but one, which was that it took place in New York and not England.
Oh, interesting. So you ran a World of Darkness campaign set in 1979?
Yeah, in 70s New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I made like conversion rules for Promethean into Old World of Darkness.
Oh, nice.
And I called it Saturnine Night in the City.
Oh, nice. But yeah, in this one, the Frankensteins are just like what working class British people had become at the time because Frankenstein mass produced. Victor Frankenstein went corporate.
Gotcha.
So these are literal assembly line commodity workers made by the Frankenstein Corporation. And working for the Frankenstein Corporation, often living at corporate headquarters and very underrepresented. But they've decided to form a punk band because of the legacy of another recent Frankenstein punk band, Tommy Painful and the Dusties.
Cool.
And so these guys are just trying to make it and get their chance to premiere a song on German television.
That was awesome.
Okay, damn.
I'll bully some witches.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bully some witches for a little bit.
I'll be right
Because
back.
I might actually just still continue to need more health at Amelia. Amelia might be a 25 health sort of character. I don't know. But I've tested out Amelia, and I'm not feeling Amelia at this point. So if you're not feeling Amelia, though, the nice thing is, you really don't have to be stuck. You really don't have to be stuck.
I will be right back.
Yep. Because there is Hemwick Charnel Lane, there's Old Yarnum, and so yeah, and there's as soon as you kill the Bloodstarved Beast, you have a chance to get Yargle. So there's also that. And Yargle has some good stuff you can find, particularly if you're not afraid of parrying the Snatchers to farm them for Twin Blood Shards. There are quite a few ways to get that early Twin Blood you need. To the point at which it makes me wonder if these are even If these are, like, just supposed to be... If this is kind of just supposed to be the second level. It would track based on the difficulty of the boss here. You've got to pick up every stitch of Hemwick. Must be the season of the Witch of Hemwick.
I'm back.
Alright. We're gonna loot some more. And maybe kill a witch.
Again.
Oh, we're gonna loot again.
I quit it last summer.
We're gonna loot so hard.
Do you know that Chubby Checker's still alive?
Yes, I do. A few years ago, I realized he hadn't died yet, and then I checked up on him and saw that he was in decent shape.
Yeah. What a world we live in.
Yeah, it's crazy. Chubby Checker, of all people.
Whenever I find out, like, cool facts like that, it reminds me of, there's a bit from, like, the third opening sequence of One Piece, where when it opens, it just opens with a very stereotypical pirate voice saying, "Ah, the world! What a glorious place!" And I always think of that whenever
Oh man,
hear,
he
like, a
put it
cool
through the
fact.
bottom of the thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no, I was actually hurting this werewolf, and I hope it doesn't fall on me. Okay, the witch came down, though. That's okay. Gave me a little start. Yeah, these edibles ain't shit.
Whenever I hear a cool fact like that, my response is, "The world! What a glorious place!"
It's better than the alternatives, I suppose. Which would be not having a world.
I mean, I feel like all problems in the world, well, not all, I feel like most of the problems in the world, certainly the most horrific and painful and annoying problems in the world, stem from people who do not appreciate how glorious a place the world is.
I would say so. A lot of people do live without awe, and they take that on everyone else.
And it also just renders them unable to, like, appreciate life in the right way.
No, I think that's the problem with, like, with you know, being a powerful person, is that you lose awe. Because, you know, nothing's on your level. Ah! Okay. But this is the beginning of the run. I might have wanted to grab one of them on the way or some shit before I started running. I should probably grab something.
At the end of the day, it just comes down to doing the inner work, I guess. You know, if you find yourself in a position where you're losing touch with awe,
Yeah.
you know, gotta work against that.
Well,
You remind yourself to appreciate things. You gotta remind yourself, you know, of just how glorious a place the world really is, you know?
well, yeah, no, that's part of it. I think just like, yeah, a lot of it is reframing what the world's like without your power. Is there, like, is there such power in you that you are not expendable?
I'm not a particularly powerful person, but the thing I do to try and maintain my sense of awe is to try and also like maintain my sense of sadness. Like whenever I hear about like someone dying, I always try to like one of the first thing I always think of is, oh man, what was I doing at the exact moment they stopped breathing? You know, and like it's kind of a morbid thought, but like it engenders a degree of empathy that I appreciate in myself.
Yeah.
So having those sorts of thoughts when bad things happen is a really good way of really digging good things when they happen, I guess. I think I might have just made a strong argument for just being in therapy when you're depressed.
Yes.
Which I guess is just good sound advice in general. How come these witches don't, like, cast spells or anything?
They're not those kind of witches. Oh, whoops. What the fuck did I just do? That was dumb.
Like,
ow, jerks. Alright, back through the elevator. I might as well not respawn the witches around here. Cool, you're dead. Ah, I see. The guys I aggroed up there are now heading all the way down here, and are gonna have a hard time catching up with me. Excellent. Occasionally, a failure is just a win that hasn't happened yet.
That's been my experience for most of my life. Still waiting on the win, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it never comes without you.
No, I know.
You feel like it's gonna come without you. And you feel like you only got so much agency with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is hard. It is hard waiting on the next one and having to like just kind of bank it.
Yeah. I think that's the hard part is that's the part that I struggled with a lot for most of my life is trying to find that balance between like not expecting it to happen without you, but also not expecting that you can make it happen right now when it's not ready to happen yet.
Yeah. Well, it's a matter of, like, doing versus manifesting.
Yeah.
And doing is way harder than manifesting.
But it also involves waiting. Like, it also involves waiting for the opportunity to do. Because there's not always...
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
To do things.
No, for sure. The opportunity to do is very often, in contention. Suckers! 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 That guy thought he wasn't a sucker. Suckers! Keep running! Keep running. Keep on running, keep on running. Past the witches, keep on running. Roll and run, roll and run. Till the rolling time is done. Now, the Witch of Hemwick. Wow. The Witch of Hemwick. The Witch of Hemwick. It's the witch. The Witch of Hemwick.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the Witch of Hemwick?
Could you look at her again? I didn't really get a good look at her.
No, I don't see her right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
She seemed
What do
really
you
tall.
think about the? What do you think about the Witch of Hemwick?
Seemed enormous, and with a big round knifey thing, like a sickle.
Oh no,
that's
that's not the Witch of Hemwick.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what do you think of the Witch of Hemwick? I'm asking you about the Witch of Hemwick. Oh, here's the Witch of Hemwick!
Oh. Oh yeah, that just kind of looks like a scrotum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Witch of Hemwick.
Oh.
I gotta find the Witch of Hemwick.
There it is.
Now I got a Viscera, the Witch of Hemwick.
Yeah.
I got a Viscera, the Witch of Hemwick. Oh no, they won't let you do 2 in a row. Spoil sport.
So why are you assaulting this witch woman? What did she do to you?
Unclear. No one actually knows. Oh, she just did that. I don't care for that. And that.
That was quite rude.
Yeah, no, she did that. That good enough for you?
I think she just farted on you.
She basically did.
She farted on you till you died. That was
Yeah.
awful.
Worse yet, she farted on America.
No, that was someone else.
She farted on America.
No, someone else did that.
Yeah, no, it's true.
He's still doing it. He won't stop.
Just won't stop farting on America.
It's one continuous fart. It hasn't ended. Sometimes it starts to let up a little bit, but then it just doubles in intensity.
So, you guys were watching the fight with the Witch of Hemwick. I feel like you probably didn't gain much additional understanding of the Witch of Hemwick and the workings of the Witch of Hemwick. I'll make sure to remedy that the next time I have found the Witch of Hemwick. Now back up.
Wow.
We go back up.
Why are you saying it weird? You're saying it weird.
Oh. I'm just talking about the Witch of Hemwick. This is the way of the Witch of Hemwick.
Yeah, you keep saying the whole thing.
What's on that side?
Is wolfsbane called wolfsbane because planting it repels wolves?
Yes, supposedly.
Supposedly the smell, like wolves don't like the smell and they stay away.
Yeah. Alright. I just got momentarily distracted on that, on my navigation there. I was hoping to, in the event of a second kill by the Witch of Hemwick, I was hoping to just be prepared. We are maybe a little weak for fighting the witch, just arithmetically. Like, obviously, she is not a huge skill check boss. She is not known for her difficulty. She is considered a gigantic joke.
Kinda looks like a crusty old sailor's ball sack.
And yes, she does. That as well. I mean, that's definitely an issue. One of several you could express with the Witch of Hemwick.
Do you know that the barnacle has the largest penis relative to the rest of its body out of any animal?
The what?
The barnacle.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
Yep.
Hmm.
They're like 80% penis.
Wow. Really makes you think.
Uh-huh.
Ah, hey! Quit it. Quit it. Quit it.
I just thought of a really gross question.
Yeah.
You mind if I ask a really gross question?
You can go ahead and ask a really gross question because we're just retreading some Hemwick Charter lane with some accidental witch slapstick.
Do you think Donald Duck's penis is more like a human's penis or more like a duck's penis? Or do you think it's some sort of midway point between the two?
I think it is literally just a duck's penis.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And I think that's horrifying, honestly. Which is why I don't think very much about Donald Duck's penis. Because it would probably be horrifying. But I bet he shows it all the time.
Nah, he's a responsible, if very angry, paternal figure in his boys' lives.
I guess that's true. Alright. Damn it! Wait, no, is this actually where I wanted to... No, this is the up... No, this is where I wanted to go. Shit! This is where we want to go. Because up ahead lies the Witch of Hemwick. Sorry, pal. Not today.
It has occurred to me that there had to have been at least one negative review of the Witches of Eastwick that was more like the bitches of Eastwick.
Oh, of course. Oh, whoa! The water.
Why don't you kill the other witch just to make her not be a nuisance no more?
'Cause they respawn.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if I want to kill witches, if I want to win this quickly...
No, I got you.
Yeah. I have to laser focus on locating the Witch of Hemwick. I see you. Oh no, you're a message on the floor. Do you understand that looks like the water splashes? They're one of the only signs of her presence?
Mm-hmm. I did notice that.
Oh. You suck. The Witch of Hemwick. This is, you are looking for the witch. You want to focus on the witch. You do not want to focus on the ads. The ads can sometimes be a nuisance. But they're mincing around, and that's the Witch of Hemwick. It's so weird that the Witch of Hemwick still seems to be here. It's like I can feel her. Like I can hear her voice. Like I can see her manifesting over there.
Oh, now she casting spells. That's a witch right there with the spells. Wait, there's two witches in Hemwick now?
There always were.
Oh.
I just did not disengage in time. Yeah, there were always two witches of Hemwick.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just one of them cannot be harmed. One of them cannot be harmed until a certain point on her sister's life bar. I actually encountered the second witch very briefly, and hit her a couple of times, and that's why her health bar came in damaged.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The Witch of Hemwick is now sitting on 10,000 echoes. So I have to make sure I don't die before killing the Witch of Hemwick. Because 10,000 echoes is 3 levels. I could technically take the money and run by popping a Bold Hunter's Mark. Oh, I could take the money and run by popping Bolt Hunter's Mark.
Do you have any reason to not do that?
Pride. But otherwise, not really. Nothing good.
Then just do that. Just do that.
Yeah, I just got to get back to her though, and then pop the Hunter's Mark. I need to be at the boss to do it.
Do that, and then
so I mean, if I don't want to risk killing the boss, yeah, no, I might as well just no, you're right. I might as well just like escape with my currency.
come back later after 3 levels.
Yeah, no, it's true. God, I'm practically playing Dragon's Lair.
And yeah.
That's okay, I'm good at Dragon's Lair. Did you know that about me?
Yes, you've talked about Dragon's Lair at great lengths before.
Oh, I have. I thought I just talked about how good the game was. I didn't know I told you how good I am at it.
Well, I guess I just kind of assumed that if you were that obsessed with it, that you played it enough to be pretty darn good at it.
I have actually done a no credit clear.
Nice.
And a home version, obviously, but it was with. I have done a no credit clear with prompts off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've done it like the way it was on the arcade machine as a no credit clear.
Damn.
So I do know my Dragon's Lair. And that is helpful, hello whoever, as a skill for Bloodborne, because, like, you're going to be memorizing a lot of routes, and you need to know them basically blindfolded, or whatever compromise you end up at, you need to know them. And you need to just be ready for them, no matter what. Stop doing that! Yeah, alright, fine.
Actually, in fact, I have a question about Bloodborne 2. Is it possible? Is that a game where it's possible to go back to any earlier part of the map if you just backtrack enough?
Dark Souls 2? You can teleport back to early parts of the map. They're bonfires.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Okay, then I would. If you ever did the Dark Souls 2 run through where you kill everything 12 times, then right before the final boss, I would want you to teleport back to the starting area and then walk all the way through an empty game. That would be hilarious to me.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my echoes and flee into the night.
Bye!
Because this is a lot to have pursed from the Witch of Hemwick. In fact, it's enough to have pursed that perhaps... Let me check on my weapons plus. What is my weapon at on the plus? Is it a 5? It's a 5. Okay, it's 5. Ooh. Machi. Alright. I can work with this. I will at least be able to acquire some useful levels.
Very well, let me.
Vitality is now at 20. We got a couple of levels here. So we're doing 3 points of skill. And now we're going to pop a Cold Blood Dew. And we're going to pop a second Cold Blood Dew.
And what does Cold Blood do?
What is it here?
It stonks.
Very well, let me.
I don't know what that means.
It's raw souls, right? It stops.
Oh, I see.
It's just like a sack of money that they can't take away.
Gotcha.
Which is real good. Real good, because a lot of times you will want, like, to have something to level you up or fix your fucking weapon. Now we've hit 15. 15 is important because that's a essentially like a skill barrier. Well, Quinceañera as well, but it is where blood gem purification. We got, let's see, tempering or an adept. Oh, it's the tempering. Yeah. All right. And 15, yeah, 15 is important because it is the next stage on scaling your viscerals. Your viscerals have a bonus based upon your skill.
But in addition, it's also when a
young
Latina
begins her journey to womanhood. Yes. Ah, time to drink some more New England.
I will be right back. I am very hungry. I'm gonna go get some food.
Hello, thanks you for being here. We are doing a Bloodborne teach. We need some more vials to do what we're going to do next. I am acquiring some vials so that I can kill a skin monster and then get kidnapped. To defeat Lady Maria, I will first need to be kidnapped. I mean, not Lady Maria, Vicar Amelia. Although Lady Maria will be later on. And we will be doing Lady Maria because we'll be doing everything. Eighteen vials on the Erie Canal. Now we're gonna move on. Gonna do this. Hey! Hey, Trolley! Trolley! Here, troll. 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 Troll-a-lol. Come here, troll. Come here, trolly boy. There you go. Now you're dead. What'd you do that for? Alright. Here comes the thunder. Error back 20. We're just going to collect a few more. Doing this one more time. And then we are going to return to take on the Bloodstarved Beast. One more time through Central Yarnum, and then onward to the Bloodstars Beast. I like a little muscle with this boss because this boss hits really, really hard and is just very deadly in general and poisonous, so you don't want the fight to lag on against the Bloodstarved Beast. You want a good, short fight. In general, this is true of fighting. Most fights are resolved very, very quickly. And because of that quickness is, people are protected by limiting the time during which violence could occur. So we are going to limit the time during which violence can occur. With the incredible power of violence.
I return toast.
Oh, cool. So I found ground Wagyu beef this week.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was only $1 a pound more than the regular ground beef at grocery outlet. It was legit Wagyu trimmings. So it was like so fucking tender and so good. My sauce this week was an absolute masterpiece. Because I do a from scratch sauce every time I make chicken parmesan. And I change it up each time, because I don't like making the same sauce too often. And this time it was a Wagyu Bolognese, a from-scratch Wagyu Bolognese, and chicken Parmesan with Gran Padano cheese.
I learned that Wagyu is bad for sausages.
Wagyu's bad for what?
Sausages.
I imagine so, yeah, it's too lean. I mean, no, it's too fatty.
Yeah, because if the meat is too fatty in sausages, the sausages are all slimy and lumpy.
Yes. Yeah. I was actually not prepared for the sheer fat content of the Wagyu. My sauce was much more grease than I wanted it to be. It burned away a lot of the water in the tomato, unfortunately. Yeah. It was like, it's that fatty, the Wagyu.
I've always wanted to make the ultimate Philly cheesesteak, which is to like get a really like nice top of the line, like best baguette you can get from Paris, and you spread like the most expensive sort of cheese and wild cheese you can on the inside of it, and then you sort of lay on like thin sliced, just barely grilled Wagyu, and like a chutney of like really nice onions and like truffles and stuff.
Yeah.
And get like a really fancy Gruyere cheese melted, sort of bonded all together, and then you hit it with the Philadelphia Cheese Whiz.
I would actually go for I'd go for a Roquefort. And I mean, I know that's a very editorial cheese.
But like the Philly, the like the radioactive yellow Philly cheese whiz.
Oh, there's no controversy there. You do not have a Philly cheesesteak if there is not Cheese Whiz on it. You just don't.
You just have a steak and cheese.
You have a steak and cheese sandwich, yeah. A Philly cheesesteak intrinsically incorporates the whiz.
You may have additional cheeses to fancy it up, and that's fine.
Yep. And I think it's ideal, actually. This is why I lobby for a Roquefort, because it's, like... It's heavy. It is heavy shit. It's, stronger than Gorgonzola. And I think that kind of heft, combined with the saltiness of the...
Is that going to be replacing the goat or the Gruyere?
That's replacing the Chèvre. I don't think Chèvre works there.
Chèvre?
Yeah, the goat. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, Al. Thank you for that.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're doing that, yeah, right now, just beef prices are out of fucking control. I mostly make chicken, and I only bought the Wagyu because it was slightly more than, like, regular ground beef, and I figured I might as well take that deal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, because generally I'm doing a lot more sausage, I'm doing a lot of chicken. Gotta save Eileen. Sorry, Eileen. I wasn't trying to fight Eileen. Sorry, Eileen.
You may have been trying to come on Eileen.
Oh, sorry. Damn it. I wasn't trying, Eileen.
That wasn't necessary, but you have my thanks. You must have killed Gas. But try to leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Oh, fucking Eileen.
I'm assuming this is the Eileen from the song?
No, this is not the Eileen from the song.
Try to keep your
Oh, that would be cool.
This is Eileen the Crow, Hunter of Hunters. The coolest character possibly the coolest character in Bloodborne. I mean, people love their Lady Maria, and I love my Lady Maria. I love Lady Maria so much, but... The women of Bloodborne are... amazing. Let's get this a little up a little. We got 1,500 to go. I'll do one more run through Central Yharnam for that 1,500, and then I will grab a level and head down to the Bloodstar Beast. The Bloodstar Beast is an interesting one. If you haven't seen it, can you guess what the Bloodstar Beast looks like?
I'm thinking very big, very skinny, very red.
Okay, so big, skinny, and red is your prediction.
That's sort of what comes to mind immediately when you say Bloodstar Beast.
Yep, big, skinny, red.
I don't have anything else to go on, so I'll go off of that.
Yep.
Oh wait, he's gotta be another wolf, right?
What?
He's another wolf of some kind, right? Sort of wolf or dog?
Unclear. But also yes.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, no, it's like probably in the weird dog, sort of in the weird dog category. Loosely in the weird, but more loosely in the weird dog category than other weird dogs.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The things that Soulsborne the things that a Soulsborne player will call a dog is like, literally a meme at this point. You know why that was?
Why?
Because when Dark Souls messages came up, among the words that they always give you a word bank of to make messages from, but for all animals, there was only one single word in that word bank, and that word bank was dog. So, so throughout Dark Souls 1, there are frequently signs like, beware of dog, or this is not dog. Look out, fat dog.
Is the number of wolf or dog-like creatures in this game a reference to that?
I believe so, actually. But like of course the favorite one of Elden Ring players is, the Behold Dog placed in front of the giant turtle pope. So, yeah, so the turtle pope, so they're frequently, again, they didn't add that many more words for animal, so turtles are labeled dogs throughout Elden Ring.
Nice. I really like to imagine the voice
by people who make notes.
Yeah, I like to imagine that the voice announcing all of the nasty boys at the beginning of Elden Ring is just George R.R. Martin himself.
I would love that if that was true. That would be amazing. If it was, if George R.R. Martin was like, the loathsome dung eater! Because, like, that made George R.R. Martin scream out, the loathsome dung eater?
Yeah.
If he did that, yeah. Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing!
Lord Balthazar Buttface, the nasty.
Literally a bear!
Archibald the 17th of Windsor. A real fucker.
Big Steve! The Claw!
Dr. Cunt.
Sergeant Farts!
The abominable Countess of Filth. That would be a real one, actually.
A grilled cheese sandwich!
The Dark Lord Chuckles, the silly piggy.
Very well, let me...
Charles Nelson Riley!
Farewell.
You ever watch Match Game?
Servo and Gypsy.
Yeah. You ever watch Match Game?
No, what is that?
Match Game is a television show from the 70s that was a panel game show. It was led by Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, and Bowser from Sha-Na-Na. In which they would give, the people would have to match the punchline to a joke. They would need to come the closest to guess the punchline from the joke. And frequently when the comedians don't know or just want to mug for the camera or something, they will just say the most absurd, sick, hilarious shit. And Charles Nelson Riley was the king of that.
So I've never seen it, but that's definitely something... So as someone who grew up in the 90s, I was exposed to a lot of 70s pop culture secondhand.
Yeah.
Through, like,
and The Simpsons had
cartoons.
The Simpsons made a Match Game 2020 joke.
Oh, yeah,
About
I'm
the
sure,
I didn't do it boy when Bart's having a nightmare.
Yeah. I remember that now. I remember Bowser from Sha-Na-Na being in Bart's dream, and I'm thinking that's a specific reference.
Yeah. That's a really specific reference, yes. But yeah, that's because Bowser from Sha-Na-Na was on Match Game. They recently revived Match Game in 2021, oddly enough. So there was a Match Game 2020 hosted by Alec Baldwin. It's actually occasionally sort of funny. In this case, Charles Nelson Riley is Jack McBrayer. And he's fucking fantastic. If you want to actually just see Jack McBrayer being hilarious in a circumstance besides 30 Rock, in which he was, like, one of the funniest sitcom characters of all time,
Who's their Bowser from Sha-Na-Na?
don't know, really. They don't have a new Bowser from Shanana, actually, I would say.
That's a shame, honestly. I don't know much of Bowser from Shanana's panel game, but like I mostly know him from being that 50s fucking novelty act from the 70s.
Yeah. No, like he knew what a fucking joke he was.
Yeah.
He was amazing. He was amazing with it, and he became an amazing game show panelist, like one of the great game show panelists of all fucking time.
Tracy Morgan.
Okay,
Tracy
yeah,
fucking Morgan.
Yeah,
Would be great there. But now we're just doing a 30 Rock reunion, aren't we?
I mean, that does happen. I think Tracy Morgan has been on there before.
Because
of course, really it would be ridiculous for him not to have.
Yeah, because if there's anyone who is the living master of self-deprecation, it's Tracy Morgan.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, Tracy Morgan is fantastic about, like, knowing what a tremendous fuck-up he is sometimes and being, like, really honest about it. Okay, so we are now going to encounter the Blood-Starved Beast. For the Blood-Starved Beast, we're going to want to parry best we can, and we're going to dodge entirely to the left. Whoop.
I was kind of in the ballpark.
No, I just called my range wrong.
No, I just mean in terms of what it might look like.
Yeah, no, it's very, much a big red thing.
You know, Tracy Morgan has a hole through his foot that he has to drain fluid from, like, once every couple hours.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Don't shoot too soon. Don't let this guy make you nervous. Yeah. No, I remember him saying that about Cop Out, and just, like, really not liking the Bruce Willis experience. I don't blame him. Bruce Willis is kind of a prick and always has been.
Yeah. That's why we love him.
No, it's true. He is a lovable prick. Okay, so we got Blood-Starved Beast to about half that time, and I think that's not a bad position to be in, and seems like almost favorable for our outcome, but I think we've got it. I think we are strong enough to get the Blood-Starved Beast. The damage is definitely there. I just need to dodge better on the second phase. I could also summon Alfred, and that could actually be fun. We could do that. Yes, there's no shame in summoning.
It's actually not Alfred.
Yeah, no, especially not Alfred. Oh, to clarify, this is not Batman's butler Alfred, but the Alfred we met earlier.
Oh. I mean, can I pretend it's both?
Sure.
Yay, I can pretend!
You can pretend.
Story. So, I used to work at a movie theater when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And one time I was working a Saturday in the morning. Super dead. Nothing going on. And, there was like a small, it was a small group of parents and kids were coming to see a movie.
Yeah.
And, one of the little boys ran up to his dad and said, Dad, and he pointed over at the arcade that we had, in the movie theater, because movie theaters used to be awesome to have arcades in them.
Our movie theater has an arcade. It's just not great arcade.
Oh, well, at least there's that though.
But it is an arcade.
Yeah. No, the movie theater I go to now still has arcades in it. It's just that the one that I used to work at doesn't anymore. But anyway, he pointed over at the arcade. Can we play the motorcycle game? And the dad is like, no, we don't have money for arcade tokens. But can we just sit on the bikes and pretend? And he said it with that sort of intonation. And the dad said, yeah, sure, I guess. And the second he said, yeah, sure, I guess, the little boy just bolted for the arcade, screaming at the top of his lungs, we can pretend!
Oh my god, that's amazing. And sad and very familiar in my life. I remember, having grown up poor, I know those moments.
Yeah.
And the bell resonated. And we have our friend, Old Vile Blood Hunter Alfred. Alfred hates the Vile Bloods. This might come up later.
In this case, I mean, obviously you can't necessarily judge based on visuals. I didn't get the impression that they were poor. It really just more seemed like a dad didn't have cash on him.
Ah, yeah. Oh, okay. Fair.
So you still needed cash. There wasn't a card for it.
Oh, yeah.
But there wasn't a card for it. I think I was strapped to cash. I don't know. I didn't know their story. Oh,
yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh shit, Alfred parried for me, and I missed it.
Ah.
I'm gonna go one too soon. Yeah. Alright, then we get in the parry. Then we get in the visceral. Damn it! Ah! Crap. Okay. Ah, not a great time to go. What crap? Stupid old body. Fuck! Ow! Okay, that was close! Yeah, that was definitely the way to go, just without the massive leg cramp. Going to elevate that. Alright, I am in profile now. That's okay. Oof. That was unexpected and unpleasant. Alright, so we were getting close. We got very, very close on Bloodstarved Beast. I didn't notice he was getting an extra, stuns. And I should have been exploiting those.
I just learned that for an anime air slice with a sword to actually happen, you would need to swing the blade faster than Mach 6.
Yes. Now we're headed down. Alright, here we go. Alright, now we grab Alfred again. Each time we summon, we will lose a point of insight, but that's okay. It is, you can hypothetically farm infinite insight by just taking things in and out of Chalice dungeons.
Or following a 12-step course.
No, that's not necessary, Alfred. We don't need to do that. Okay, that's fine. There. You happy now? Good? Thank you. Glad you got that out of your system. We gotta destroy the Bloodstarved Beast, man. There's the Bloodstarved Beast in here. You gotta acknowledge, man. Alfred, there's a Bloodstarved Beast in here. You can't stand around like there's not a Bloodstarved Beast when there's a Bloodstarved Beast. There is a slight disadvantage with summoning in that the enemy's health is scaled up for the number of players.
Ah. Still useful for drawing attention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I've recently watched a clip from the Weird Al biopic.
Yeah.
And
It's mostly, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. The clip in question was another one rides the bus, and I just marveled at the fact that Paul Rubens was in that scene playing another person, standing next to someone else playing him in that scene. That was just really funny to me.
Fucking hell. Ah, killed by the poison this time. That's okay. Go get him. Alfred can make the parries a little harder, but that's okay. He draws a lot of aggro. And getting that aggro out of the way is really helpful. No, this is a tough boss. I mean, for the level I'm at and such. But I don't want to grind. I don't want to teach people how to grind too hard or to grind too hard, because that really affects the experience in these. It is such a delicate balance. it can be, you can, you know, put something in the wrong category and then you're just like, shooting fish in a barrel. So, to preserve the challenge and the fun, we need to be really precise with our leveling, and really careful not to be overzealous about it. Like, we need to know where we're basically prepared, and where we're prepared, but we're gonna have a real hard time. And I'm prepared right now, but I'm having a real hard time, and that's a good sign that the game is where I want it to be, because we can affect our difficulty, really. There is a difficulty slider in Souls, and it's called leveling. An infinitely patient person can play this game on infinitely easy. I mean, but the leveling, but things are still gonna be hard, and you still gotta learn to do everything right, though.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But you can do everything a lot faster. You have to do, if you can do the right thing a little slower than others can get away with doing the right thing. And you need to figure out the speed at which you would be able to function doing the right thing. So sometimes we need to turn it down or crank it up.
Or slap it silly.
Or, yeah, or slap it silly. Those things need to happen, yeah. Oh, this is good viscerals. Hey! Wow! Oh, wow, I am honored by your presence.
No.
You're one of my favorites, Eileen.
Next Midnight Runners speak very highly.
No, this is the Eileen who was with Henrik. Who was in the Henrik fight. Who was, who we were fighting alongside of.
No, I know. I was just making another reference.
Yes. Anyway, fun username, and welcome aboard. We are doing, we are at the Bloodstar Beast and doing a teach on an arcane build. I'm armed with a saw spear right now. And Alfred is disappointing me. Oh, wow. Right in the flaps. Yep. That was not a good one.
Ugh.
But sometimes the Bloodstar Beast will get in the hits. Sometimes you don't dodge left fast enough. Sometimes you get greedy with the pistol shots. Or you go for the the wrong point in the downswing. Like, those things will happen when you're fighting the Bloodstar Beast. Any boss can get lucky, or you can always get sloppy. But I'm thinking maybe I was actually closer to killing the Witch of Hemwick. And those Witch of Hemwick levels are certainly things that could help us against the Bloodstar Beast, even just to have a little bit more of the endurance and a little bit more of the poison resistance. So I think the Witch of Hemwick might actually be the answer here. Though I was coming very close to the Bloodstar Beast. Low-level Bloodborne is kind of tough, I've found. I think the game actually... The game gets easier, a lot easier in the mid-game. A couple of hard late-game areas, but easier in the mid-game, and then it kind of stays that way. for a little bit. Although if you're not smart with the Shadows of Yharnam, sometimes there are a lot of builds that will struggle against them. Because it's a lot of damage to deal reasonably fast to a lot of targets. And you may just, if you've underleveled, you may just come up against a wall of math. Really, most things that kill you in these games are killing you with math. I mean, they're slightly killing you because you're slow, they're slightly killing you because you miss a move. But really, this is a pile of numbers being slapped up against another pile of numbers in a contest to accumulate faster. And that's okay. It still makes a rad game. So, that's the thing to always take into consideration. Like, sometimes the answer is like just to get good, and sometimes the answer is putting larger numbers in front of your opponent than existed before. And that's the thing to work on figuring out. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Gonna find these edibles ain't shit moment.
I hope that Elon Musk doesn't do this to the world. Like what's happening in Bloodborne?
Yeah, no, I would be cool if he didn't do that, yeah. No, it would be, like, if he found a being, of substantial cosmic terror that he could, infuse people with the blood of it, he would probably do that, yes.
Yeah. Or, like, connect everyone's nervous system to bees.
Yeah, things like that, yeah. No, Bloodborne is like gothic horror, but it's also body horror and cosmic horror as well. It's the cosmic entering the body politic. And from a xenophilic standpoint, believe it or not, it seems like the nature of the hunter is a xenophobic one, but the game actually pushes towards xenophilia by the end of it. Particularly as we learn how broken the Healing Church is, and how broken the hunters were, and what becomes of the hunters. And we just saw that with Henrik, that Eileen the Crow was fighting. And we just saw that with Eileen the Crow and her pledge. And warning us to, you know, leave the hunting of hunters to her. Because Eileen the Crow resists, it has a mask that resists frenzy very well. So she's kept herself at the brink of frenzy for most of her life. But then Frenzy claimed Henrik and claimed Gascoigne. And they ruined everything they cared about. They ruined everything they worked for. Because they became beasts. They took the stuff from the Healing Church and they let it change who they were. Into something cruel and horrible and murderous.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing Elon Musk could do.
What? Yeah, no, it is exactly the kind of thing Elon Musk could do, yeah. But xenophilia is the opposite of xenophobia. It means a fondness of, appreciation for, and celebration of otherness.
And, like...
And cosmic horror is inherently xenophobic, really.
Right.
Unless you turn it away from there. Unless you turn xenophilia into the horror of itself. Because xenophilia is scary. Xenophilia is the love of otherness, to the point at which we experience an otherness that frightens us and alienates us. And makes us worried about who we are if we embrace it. And Bloodborne is about that knife edge between an otherness that will destroy us and an otherness that will preserve us. And how ambiguous it can really be. And how multifarious and strange it can really be. This is, oddly enough, the most hopeful of all Soulsborne games, I think. I mean, in spite of all of Elden Ring's, like, shiny gold shit, and just feelings of status and standing, Elden Ring is still about a very debased world that is moving down, about a very debased world that doesn't have other solutions, it just might have other kings. But Bloodborne provides bigger solutions, and stranger solutions, and more disquieting solutions. And that's okay to be disquieted like that. Because we need to question what scares us about ourselves. And understand what scares us about ourselves. And this is very much a game about the things that scare us about ourselves. You see all of these embodiments of xenophobia, you see all these embodiments of persecution, inquisition, and religious pogrom. You see all of these elements. In addition to just scary biopunk elements as well. And cosmic horror. I think Bloodborne's really fascinating for that. It combines kinds of horror that don't play together too often with just a very interesting video game. With an interesting, though often incomprehensible story to tell.
Yeah, that's the part that is a hindrance for me. Is I feel like I wish it was just a little bit more comprehensible.
Well, if you'd like to hear the story so far,
I wouldn't mind hearing the story at some point, but that's not really the point I'm trying to make. I just mean, like, I feel like for me, the act of playing the game would be a lot more enjoyable if the story was just a little more comprehensible.
well, the story the story shows you everything you need from it. It just shows you more, or it just shows you less of everything you need from it.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I would.
It eventually you put it, you end up putting it together when you watch the cutscenes and you watch the boss fights, and you see what's happening with the bosses. The Witch of Hemwick is not the most narrative of these, to the point at which I don't know what's going on with the Witch of Hemwick. I don't know why Hemwick Charnel Lane is a place I would even visit, which I mean, it's not. Oops. I need to go up the... Oh no, I already went up the elevator, cool. No, I didn't. Nope, I did not. No, I went up the elevator. Okay, so I'm here. I gotta find my way up that bridge again. Now we run up the ladder. So, what we figured out from various evidence right now is pretty much just that in the upper echelon, at the upper levels of the Cathedral Ward, is the head of the Healing Church. The head of the Healing Church is Vicar Amelia. We were told to go see Vicar Amelia, the head of the Healing Church. And Vicar Amelia is not well.
Oh, we did kill the shit out of her, didn't we?
Oh no, Vicar Amelia is not dead yet, no. I am trying to get the weaponry to kill Vicar Amelia. And the strength to kill Vicar Amelia, because Vicar Amelia's damage is off the chain.
Oh yeah, right, of course.
Yeah. So I need to increase my chances of surviving against Vicar Amelia, often by increasing the damage I do. Oh, hey.
We ran out of students, so I came home.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm, Bloodborne. Ah! Oh, shit.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yep, so I'm... Yep, Sophia's here. I'm doing some Bloodborne, and I'm running to the Witch of Hemwick. And this is how you do that. You run, and you roll, and you roll, and you roll, and you roll. Roll 3 times. We keep running. We drink some blood. Oh god, we drink some blood. Oh god, we're doing this on 2. That's okay, because we can do this. The Witch of Hemwick does not deal much damage, and her ads are not a thing you can, are not a thing that can really hurt you unless you actively try to pay attention to them. And I'm not. I don't care about them. I am just all about the Witch of Hemwick and exterminating the Witch of Hemwick with extreme prejudice. In another world, in another game, in another time, someone is in this corner fighting her. But she doesn't always have the same algorithm. So what we do there is, yeah, we get behind her, we visceral. And they only let you do 1 visceral in a row because things recover poise after poise is broken. So there's basically like a stance heal that happens after the visceral. So you can try to be greedy and go in for a second visceral, but all that's doing is you're hitting something else with a charged heavy and you're low on stamina when something else can happen to you or react to you. So you don't necessarily want to do that. We want to actually really kind of spare our charged heavies. And ouch, okay. Not get caught in the stupid pink laser.
You might not believe in the Witch of Hemwick's ads, but they believe in you.
Yeah, no, the Witch of Hemwick's ads do care about me. And have a vision for my life. This vision is based on brevity more than quality. Their vision for my life is to end it. Now we've got to find the Witch of Hemwick and hit... Ah, damn it! Because I was going to rally to get some health back from her, but unfortunately I do not get to do that. So this is kind of touch and go. This is probably a lemon, this run. Yep, that's a lemon. So now what I got to do is I got to get some vials again.
I'm gonna go slay a spire.
Oh, good. Enjoy your spire. Yep. Got to reload on the vials and then go back to defeat the Witch of Hemwick, which we were close to getting, but yeah, much closer than with the Bloodstarved Beast. We just gotta get some vials in. So this means a short trip through another short trip through Central Yharnam. And then we return, because I believe I'll get her next time. I just needed more than 2 blood vials. 2 blood vials is not a good place to be at with a boss. Generally, you want to be at I don't know, 20. 20 is a good amount. If you're at like 2 or 5 or 8, even. Shit happens.
Yeah. I could see myself spending a good chunk of the early game farming for blood vials just to soothe my paranoia.
I mean, yeah, you can and should do that, actually. So if you do decide you want to pursue Bloodborne, which I absolutely advocate it, yeah,
probably will.
Fill your, fill your thing with blood vials.
Fill your life with laughter and blood vials.
Yeah. You can carry 600.
Awesome.
Yes. No, I know. I like having 600 vials in the late game, and I will show people how to get to 600 vials quickly. This will require killing Vicar Amelia, though. Here, puppers. Pups. Come here, pups. Who wants to go in the house? Aw, you wants to go in the house, buddy. That's 3 vials. So the wolves can be pretty lucrative.
Yes.
And we go down to here. We find the 2 trolls. And the trolls are pretty lucrative. If we don't spend vials killing them, which occasionally we might when we are being slow or stupid. Or miscounting. Oh, that was some Doc Holliday shit. Because I also incorporated a half turn into that parry.
And you were someone's huckleberry.
I was indeed.
You ever eaten a huckleberry? I haven't.
Actually I have. It's very common in Oregon.
What's it like?
It's okay. It's like a Marionberry.
I never had one of those either.
Well, I'd say it's closest like that. Maybe like a raspberry but purple. Real purple though. It's a very purple flavor.
Not great, but purple.
Yeah, no, purple.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's real good though, because it's purple.
Leave the hunt.
Leave the hunting of hunters to you. But then who will hunt the hunter of hunters?
Hunters.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that makes sense.
That one,
that's the thing hunters would do.
That one's pretty self-sorting, actually.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, there's no way that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, no, that one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be hunters. Like, no matter what. The Witch of Henwick, the Witch of Henwick, the hardest thing is actually the run back. That's a brutal run back. You saw that run back. That run back is real long. I think I'm missing a, honestly, I think I'm missing a lever or something that opens up that gate. I probably am. I just don't remember where the hell that lever is.
So all this talk of who hunts the hunters sort of reminds me of sort of the, in superhero fandom, talk of, like, contingency plans and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we are in this game. You are the contingency plan.
Yeah, I was wondering. I wonder what Captain America. I wonder if Captain America has any contingency plans for when superheroes go bad. And I realized what the best answer for that would be, which is that Steve Rogers' contingency plan is Frank Castle.
Yeah. Yep. I'd also say X-Force. I feel like Steve Rogers would not have a problem calling in X-Force if superheroes went bad.
No, but I just think that he I think that he trusts. I just think in general, in his mind, like the thing that is protecting against like particularly corrupt or like fraudulent heroes is Frank Castle will take a leaf out of his little brother Billy's playbook, you know?
Yeah.
I do think of them as brothers through Garth Ennis. Like, Garth Ennis adopted Frank Castle and then gave birth to Billy Butcher.
Yeah. No, that tracks. He's the finest Punisher writer, Ennis.
Certainly up there.
I can't really think of anyone else who's done it better.
I mean, not in comics, but I really like the Netflix Punisher a lot.
Oh yeah, Netflix Punisher's great, but that adapts Valley Forge a lot.
True, but you still have to credit the TV writers too.
Yeah, I know, of course. But it's mostly just Valley Forge.
True.
I'm gonna do actually one more run through Yarnum after this to just cement the next level before going back to run at the Witch of Henwick. Because the Witch of Henwick has a tool that will really help us against the Bloodstar Beast. At least I seem to remember her doing so. This, yeah, the rune workshop tool being having some runes that are useful against the Bloodstar Beast.
You know, if the boys in martial law didn't already exist, doing that for, like, focusing on that as, like, a Punisher, like, run would be pretty cool. Like, specifically the Punisher's going after corporate superheroes who do all sorts of shady shit, not when the cameras are off.
Yeah.
You know? But now that the boys exist, if you did that in the Punisher now, it would just feel like a ripoff.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because it would be good. It would be a good arc for him.
I think James Gunn should do Hitman.
Oh fuck yes! Oh.
I think James Gunn should do Hitman.
Oh.
I think it would be amazing.
It would be. Oh my god,
And
so good.
I don't care that he would definitely feature Dog Welder. They're like Dog
I don't
Welder.
care either.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone
And he'd make like, and I just like would love to see Dog Welder and Peacemaker becoming best buds, and Adrian getting jealous.
Here's what would happen with Section 8, is that James Gunn would do the only thing you can do with Section 8, which is to emphasize, like, sort of the pathos, and the sort of like, oh wow, their lives fucking suck, and they still try to help people anyway. Damn, that's awesome.
No, for sure.
And
Six Pack appears on Harley Quinn, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
And the bar that they go to is in Harley Quinn.
I know exactly who I would cast as Six Pack in a James Gunn Hitman, Rainn Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, that would actually just harken back to Super.
Exactly.
And I fucking love Super.
I just fucking love Rainn Wilson.
I mean, I love Rainn Wilson, yeah. Particularly for House of a Thousand Corpses and Super.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I would love, and also, hey, he also played Fenton Hardcore Mudd in Star Trek, classic Star Trek character from the 60s. He played
Harry Mudd? Nice.
Yeah, he played Harry Mudd. Yeah.
I did not know that. That's awesome. I didn't know they brought Harry Mudd back, but that makes sense.
They brought him back for Discovery and Strange New Worlds. And in it, he was played by Rainn Wilson.
Is Khan back?
I don't know, but his
throw it in the trash.
No, he's but his great granddaughter is in it. That's kind of a fun little thing.
I heard Trelane was mentioned at one point.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Is Trelane in it?
If he is, I missed that.
Okay, because Trelane is my favorite thing from old school Star Trek. Squire of Gothos is my favorite Star Trek episode.
That's a great one.
Of any Star Trek I've seen, it's Squire of Gothos.
Actually, no, okay,
the only thing I like more than Squire of Gothos is Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is like. Wrath of Khan is a thing that, like, I love more than I love any other Star Trek. And I love it for being Wrath of Khan, specifically. I don't love it for being a Star Trek property. I love Wrath of Khan. I just love that it's Wrath of Khan.
Okay, alright, so, yes, Trelane was brought back in, an episode of one of the new Star Treks.
Nice.
And the casting is honestly a little typecast for the actor at this point, but I still love it regardless. In the new Star Trek, he was played by Rhys Darby.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that. Yeah, Rhys Darby. Yeah, no, Rhys Darby's absolutely your dandy flop.
Yeah. So Rhys Darby played Trelane. Rainn Wilson played Harry Mudd.
Well, that's cool.
Shit, if Taika Waititi played Khan, that would actually go really hard. Because, like, no, but seriously, like, think about how he played Blackbeard in Our Flag Means Death. Like, think about that kind of aura, but to Khan. It's like,
Well, then I would actually say,
Prince. You know? Shit, now I want Taika Waititi to play Khan!
Jermaine Clement.
Oh, shit, that'd be good, too.
No, actually, you can't have... You are right that it would need to be Taika Waititi or someone similar, because you cannot have your genetic Superman be a white man. You're a piece of shit if you make a Star Trek and your genetic Superman is a white man.
Yeah.
Like, this is the genetically perfect human being. Of course he came out white.
I mean, unless you're doing a Nazi eugenics thing where he was made by Nazis.
Yeah, if he was made by Nazis, yeah, like, that's an excuse for a white person to exist. But, like, otherwise, nah, we don't want him.
Yeah, no, but Khan was made by well-meaning liberals in India.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, no, that's definitely not going to be a white person. Khan is so cool.
Oh, yeah. It's like, hey,
he's
Star
the best
Trek.
one.
Yeah, well, I guess what I like about him the most, it's sort of like, hey, Star Trek. Here's Dr. Doom. Here's just Dr. Doom. We're just putting him in your Star Trek. You know, like...
Yeah,
like
no, that's
Khan
true.
Doesn't quite feel like he fits in Star Trek in a way that I really like.
Yeah.
Like, Star Trek, for the most part, isn't really about big personalities, like villains with big personalities. You know, like, it's more...
Wouldn't you say that the Jeffrey Combs guy was a big personality villain?
See, I was about to get to that, but you see that most of Star Trek is not about villains with big personalities. It's more about villains that represent some sort of, like, abstract concept or, like, philosophical point that's trying to be made, you know? And usually the villains are not individuals, they are groups, they're armies, they're races.
Exactly. Yeah, oh yeah, no, certainly.
Nations. Now, what you're talking about was Deep Space Nine. That was a version of Star Trek written by people who fucking loved the Wrath of Khan and wanted more individual, like, big personality villain characters.
Yeah, okay, then I like that. I'm glad they did. Yeah. Because that's just, I think that's just right. Honestly.
Yeah, that's just good TV. That's just good TV. No, you want there to be... No, and the, like that, no, Deep Space Nine is, really, where you, like, really the first Star Trek where you really start to see, like, recurring villains who are the same character played by the same actor, and their story updates a little bit every time they come back. That doesn't happen so much in Star Trek up until that point.
Yeah, no, that is true.
I would say the closest we get to that...
Maybe, like, Q to a degree, but not really. And there is that one Klingon commander who appears twice.
Yeah, and I would say the closest to that would be the Duras sisters in TNG, but also all of their stuff, I believe, was primarily written by Ron Moore, who worked on Deep Space Nine, so that makes sense. Yeah, Marco Lamo and Jeffrey Combs are fucking great in Deep Space Nine. I love them both. They play the sort of the two of the biggest recurring villains of Deep Space Nine. And they also have a lot of screen time together. And their characters hate each other, and it's great.
Yeah, I don't like the idea that bad guys get along with other bad guys unconditionally.
I mean, I think it depends. Sometimes, like, I like a mix. Depend. I think I like it when their personality. Like, basically, I agree. I do agree. I just agree, you know, I was just going to put a more positive spin on it, I guess. But yeah, the whole thing with the...
You've got to pick up every stitch of Hemwick.
is that, like, Marco Lemo's character is basically, like, he is like a mid-level officer in a fascist regime who just sort of, like, politics and lies and backstabs his way to becoming the supreme leader. And Jeffrey Combs is a true believer in a theocracy. And so it's like someone with no values and someone with only values, basically. So of course they hate each other.
Yeah. Whoop. You gotta be precise on the viscerals, because sometimes the thing that constitutes their back needs to just be their back.
You know, like Jeffrey Combs would go on about how, like, yes, it is the will of the gods, and then Marco Lane would be like, you know, your gods just raised you and genetically conditioned you to view them as gods, so you wouldn't rebel against them because you're actually their slaves, right? And Jeffrey Combs is like, of course. Why wouldn't a god in their infinite wisdom do such a smart thing? God, Jeffrey Combs rules.
He's awesome. And he caught me getting high in an alley and impersonated a cop to scare me.
No, but the best part is in the very final episode of Deep Space Nine, Jeffrey Combs is in it as 2 different characters.
Oh, nice.
Because there are 2 recurring... So he over the course of Deep Space Nine, he plays 6 different characters, but 2 of them are actually recurring villains. One of them is Wei-Yun, the religious zealot, who's a very serious villain, and the other is Grunt, who is a tax collector for the Ferengi, and he's a comedy villain.
Ah.
And in the very final episode, both of those characters are in it in different scenes.
Oh god, I keep on getting the second witch. This is good. Hopefully I can actually get in some damage on the second witch, so that like when the first witch is dead, I will be able to basically one-shot the second witch. It'd be hilarious if I could actually kill the second witch before her sister. Wait, did I? Holy shit! Oh fuck! That's crazy. I killed the second one first.
Holy shit, you did.
Oh my god! Oh, trolled so hard! Holy fuck! Well, I never. That's astronomical. Oh my god. You have no idea, man. Like,
you can't teach that.
I can't teach that! Actually, I can. One of the witches, when you hit it, the health bar goes down. The other witch, when you hit it, the health bar doesn't go down, because that's charting the second health bar off screen. So, what do you do there? You hit the witch once, and maybe let it bounce around some until you find the one whose health bar you can't hurt, or that looks like you can't hurt its health bar. All right, 17,534 echoes and the Rune Workshop tool. Let's go. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I have never had that happen, and I have beaten this game 10 times, and I've never had that happen once. Where are you? Are you tending to that gravestone? You got back?
If James Gunn did make a Hitman movie, it would be very funny to me if in the opening scene Tommy was like doing a hit, and the guy he was killing in the hit was played by Eric Kripke. That would be incredibly funny.
That would be great, yeah.
Not this one, Kripke!
And I got another... I can cold blood that, I bet. Need 1,300 more? Yeah, I'll cold blood that.
Also, I count Supernatural because even though it's not an adaptation, it plagiarizes both Hellblazer and Preacher a lot.
Yes. It does do that.
To the point where I believe I once read that Eric Kripke tried to leverage the fact that it was a Warner Brothers production to see if he could get permission to feature John Constantine as a character. And they were like, nah, that'd be too hard with the paperwork and shit.
So we just grabbed some strength.
But that might just be an ancient urban legend. It's something I've heard
It's
before.
possible. So I am heading back down to Old Yarnum. Hello, whoever. And we are now going to go back to find Alfred and the Bloodstar Beast. This fall on CBS.
Oh. That could be a fun, simple YouTube video, is making a tier list of CW shows that are clearly trying to be the next Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of them?
There are. My favorite of those is Nancy Drew.
I have not seen the CW Nancy Drew. I should check it out.
Out of all of those, I think it's probably that's probably my favorite of them. I mean, I like Riverdale more as like Degrassi Twin Peaks cross.
Oh wait, no, it's definitely no. That's actually the holy shit.
Yeah, it's Degrassi Twin Peaks.
Yeah, holy shit, you're right. I've never heard that put so succinctly. Yeah, no, it is. It's Degrassi trying to do Twin Peaks. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked it. I just like knew that it was a whole damn thing, and sometimes I'm like, this is a whole damn thing. And I stay away from the thing. Because it, like, the buy-in is so big, you see.
Yeah. Yeah, no, listen, I am willing to do buy-in for bad CW shows. I have a fondness for bad CW shows, as you are aware.
Yes, I know.
And technically Charmed is a CW show because it was on the CW for its final season.
I remember the Charmed as a CW show the whole time.
Well, that was the new Charmed, but the old Charmed was originally on the WB.
Yeah, which became the
WB.
CW.
Yeah, exactly, but it wasn't... I'm just saying that
So
Charmed...
I think, so it's still a CW show because it's from the WB.
I don't know, because that implies that In Living Color is a CW show, and I don't
No,
think
that's a
true.
Fox show.
Oh, I thought that was UPN.
No, that's Fox in Living Color. No, UPN didn't put on quality UPN just tried to ride the wave of In Living Color by doing, you know, urban, what they called it, television.
Wait,
Which was often very condescending and condescending, racist, and shitty. On the other hand, there was more black representation on screen.
I remember... No, I was thinking of something much stupider. I was thinking of but who was? Let me look that up. Hold on. Oh, no, I was looking for a much stupider TV show, and I will copy this being racist on my part because, I confused Flex Alexander and Daryl Hill from the Wayans brothers. I was thinking of Homeboys in Outer Space.
Oh,
that show was
Jesus.
stupid.
Oh, no. In Living Color was brilliant and groundbreaking.
No, I know. I'm not proud of it. And yeah, I'm totally fine with considering Homeboys from Outer Space as a CW show. That is absolutely fine. In
Yeah,
fact,
Homeboys from
CW
Outer Space was UPN.
Yeah, and also, hey, CW, bring back Homeboys from Outer Space, but make it sexy.
Oh my god. do a gritty Homeboys from Outer Space. It's a serious show now.
A gritty, but with a little bit of sexy. There's still...
Do like a Fresh Prince. Do like what they did with Fresh Prince on Peacock.
Oh my god, I forgot that they did that! That's the dumbest thing!
I agree.
Holy fucking shit! Like that seems like a bit. That seems like a sketch. That seems like joke from The Simpsons. Specifically The Simpsons.
It seems like a Simpsons joke. Actually, it seemed a little more like it's kind of more Family Guy than Simpsons. Because of, like, the fact that it's pointing out that an older television show is condescending and racist.
Oh,
and Family Guy loves pointing out when an older television show is condescending and racist.
But it itself is condescending and racist.
Yes.
Oh, I see. They're passing the buck.
Yeah, or indicating, like, this is television.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of just pointing out, like, this is what happens on television. Television is fucking idiotic.
I mean,
it is, there's both a love and contempt for television present in Family Guy.
And you know what? I think
sometimes they lead with the contempt.
I think that's actually a big reason why, in addition to it just being unfunny and unpleasant and stupid and shitty and contemptible in general, why I have so much contempt for Family Guy. Because I fucking love TV. I fucking adore TV.
And so does Seth MacFarlane. But Seth MacFarlane acknowledges that TV is idiotic as well. Like, we don't have to... A thing doesn't have to be good for us to love it. A person doesn't have to be good for us to love them. Sometimes our love is enough.
No, but here's the thing. I think Seth MacFarlane is like, I don't know. I think TV is misunderstood. Has always been misunderstood. I think simply saying TV is idiotic is selling TV short. TV can be so much better and so much worse than idiotic.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. TV can be horrifying. TV can be wrong. TV can be like...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As I've said before, there is a trend on TV these days of what I call evil television, in which we see people doing objectively villainous shit, but like it's simply portrayed as being quote unquote morally ambiguous by the show itself, and so it's okay now. Like Yellowstone, or Blue Bloods, or sometimes The Walking Dead, though it's a soft example. The Walking Dead isn't totally like that. It has its moments. Fetishization of making hard choices that are not actually that hard for the characters on screen. I hate that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
But I wouldn't just call that stupid. I would call that something much worse than stupid.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, foreign TV stupid is selling it short in both ways. It could be so much greater and so much worse than fairly being seen. And it's also sometimes stupid. I won't deny that stupid's a part of the equation. I'm just saying it's a much more complicated equation than just saying it's stupid.
Yeah, I don't think Family Guy just says TV is stupid. I think, or that TV is evil or TV is wrong. But it shows you stupid and evil and wrong things, and it shows you bad human behavior. And sometimes it actually does, like... It actually did, at least in the past. There are some episodes of Family Guy that I think are masterfully written. Actually. There is an episode of Brian and Stewie alone in a bank vault.
My problem with Family, because here's my problem. Here's like one of my biggest problems with Family Guy.
I think you don't like crassness.
But no. It's not that though. It's not that though. Let me explain what I'm saying. Because like one of my biggest problems with Family Guy has nothing to do with its crassness or its cynicism or anything like that. It simply has to do with the fact that on a very fundamental level, Seth MacFarlane doesn't understand jokes. Like, I mean, there's one thing I notice, because the way in which his jokes are bad have a very predictable pattern, which is that he'll get to the funny point and then he'll just sit on it for like a good minute and just sort of reiterate on it for a minute or two, and just sort of drive the point into the ground. And just sort of completely suck the life out of the joke by just sort of smothering it with length. All of his jokes are fundamentally unedited in a way.
Yeah, no, it is. I would say that a lot of that is true. Yeah.
And that bothers me honestly more than his shitty personality. Although I do think he has a shitty personality, and that's not just because of the tone of his comedy. It's also because of the fucking string of actresses half his age who he has dated, and then after they broke up, they quit the show, quote unquote.
No, I mean, that's not great. I agree with that.
I would argue it's pretty fucking contemptible.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know, because they are people, you know. I've known people who date people half their age and are very happy with them and treat them very well.
No, I know.
But the fact that they're leaving the show, the fact that they prefer to leave the show, they prefer to leave the show aspect though, does give me pause. However.
Yeah, no, that's why it's not like if my problem was just with the age thing, I would have just focused on that. It's the whole thing. It's the power
differential. Oh fuck! I died of poison.
Damn it!
Unbelievable. I almost had it. I'll get it next time.
It's the whole thing collectively. Like any one part, wouldn't necessarily squick me out if it was separate, but all together.
Yeah, I guess I understand what you mean. I gotta get vials. I might get vials and then end this.
I guess what I'm saying is that, like, based on what I've seen of Family Guy, and I've watched a fair amount over the years, it does seem to me that stupid is, like, the depth of their assessment of TV, and their assessment of anything, really. Like, I think that they're, and I there's just something, there's something that feels fundamentally shallow about every point that Seth MacFarlane has ever made.
Yeah. The thing is that it's not done in a not earnest way.
That's true.
It's done in a, like... I understand that a lot of people who are very dumb might not understand this yet. And it's true that a lot of people who are very dumb do not understand some of the fundamental truths that are expressed in Family Guy. It's almost like it's a primer of simplified philosophy and politics at times.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about the way that, like, that show and MacFarlane in his other works engage with the world that just feels fundamentally incurious to me. It just seems like, I don't know, like there's something very shallow and surface level about, and like incurious about everything related to it that I just find off-putting. And also just I do find a lot of the humor to just be fundamentally unpleasant and mean-spirited.
Oh no, it is.
It's also just crappy.
No, I agree. A lot of the jokes are crappy. I think it's I think it's a broad enough thing that I don't think it's observable as an entirely singular phenomenon. I think Family Guy I have seen capable of genuine brilliance, but I have also seen it capable of just like crass, mediocre, and pointless humor.
My experience has only ever been with the latter.
Well, there's an episode where Brian falls in love with an older woman from the early seasons, which is
I remember that one. I thought that was okay.
Which is really poignant and really sad and captured just the fundamentally empty qualities that Brian does possess and has to get around.
I mean,
Brian
I guess
overcoming his emptiness or working to overcome his emptiness was a beautiful thing for me. And I can see it where I see it where I see it, because it's just like it's a gigantic body of work. I don't think I don't watch it anymore. I don't think I ever will watch it again, really. But what I watched, there are some things I have tremendous respect for.
That's fair. I remember the episode you're talking about. Oh, there's just something.
But no, I understand. He seems smarmy. He seems elitist. He seems like he has a Bill Maher, Dennis Miller quality to him. That's
all those
kind
things are
of
true, and all those things are true. But on top of all that, there was just like I don't know. There's just something about the product itself, you know. Like, there's just something about the end product, like, divorced from the dude's personality, that just, like, or maybe not divorced from it, it may be a factor of it, but, like, divorced from me not liking him as a person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, there's just something, I know the episode you're talking about, and, like, I remember watching and thinking that it was, like, okay, I remember thinking that, like, that they were going for something, but, like, there's just, I don't know, there's something... Just something that just feels like it feels like there's a film, you know. It feels like there's a thin plastic film between Family Guy and like the way people like feel about things in real life. You know, there's something. It doesn't feel like.
Well, the characters aren't the characters. They don't always let them be altogether human. But there are individual episodes where they examine the humanity of the figure as if it's like the actor stops playing a role. And that, I think, is really fascinating, and they do treat it that way. They treat it as if, like, the actor playing Brian is himself today, and is not a cartoon character. But Brian the guy instead Brian the cartoon character, or Peter the guy instead Peter the cartoon character.
There's just still, I don't know, there's some fundamental... It's
a Punch and Judy show, for one thing, and the Punch and Judy show is inherently, like, going to rub some people the wrong way and feel bad for a lot of people, because the Punch and Judy show is rooted in cruelty.
No, but that's not the issue I'm getting at, though. There's something else. There's like again, I don't like... that's one of the many things that does rub me the wrong way, but that's not what I'm talking about. There's something about it that feels not there, if that makes sense. Like there's something about it that feels like there's something about it that feels like that. Like there's something about it that feels disconnected from sincerity on a very basic molecular level that makes their moments of sincerity ring really hollow for me.
Well, it has a very specific relationship with artifice, if that's what you mean. And it's very, ambivalent about... It's ambivalent about artifice. As opposed to thinking artifice is wrong or artifice is not wrong. It says artifice is.
Yeah, I prefer the fourth option of artifice is really interesting, and you have to play with it and increase it and decrease it at the right moments to get the ultimate effect.
Well, I mean, and they do that, just sometimes with less success than they think they have.
Yeah, I don't. I've never seen one of their attempts at that ever wowed me. Is all I'll say.
Yeah, I would say the Brian and Stewie in the Brian and Stewie in the Bank Vault episode would be an example of that. I think the Road 2 episodes.
Yeah, those were all right. I remember watching those when I was younger, and I remember like thinking those were mostly, this is a fun little adventure.
It
those
is,
are all right.
And when they have like fun little, when Brian and Stewie are having fun little adventures, I think actually, I don't really like the show when it's about Peter.
Yeah, no.
And the show is generally supposed to be about Peter. Hey, whoever, I am getting some vials and some bullets, and I'm going back at the Bloodstar Beasts to try and get Bloodstar Beasts before we call time. I might go like 3 minutes over.
I actually do need to duck out now-ish.
Okay, alright. Then in that case, I'll call it here.
Alright, then I will see you on Sunday.
Yep. See you Sunday.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I will be back probably tomorrow with more of this.